All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, and the title of this video is going to be Never Trust Thine Enemy. Okay, and that comes from Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Okay, now, as brothers know, dealing with this whole pandemic, all right, that we've been in for the past year, or so. Now we see that they're starting to push, past the propaganda of, the big bad boogeyman, and now they're starting to focus more on the jabs or the potion, okay, because that's the next step, all right, in their agenda. It's like you, and with that, as you can see, they got Jacob. All right, which Jacob represents you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites. They got you in the forefront, and they know, all right, they understand that, Jacob, it's not, they're hesitant, and so instead, what do? They go and get your so-called leaders, all right, people that they know that you'll listen to, all right, and they get them to come out here on the forefront and be the face, okay? But just because they got somebody that looks like you, all right, as the face, doesn't mean that they're for your benefit. Because at the end of the day, one thing that you should know about your people, all right, one thing you should know about Israelites is, especially those that are not of the elect, that they're only looking out for themselves, all right? They're only looking out for themselves. That means what? They're willing to take, a payment, they're willing to sell you out, they're willing to mislead you, okay, for their benefit. All right, that's all they care about. So when you got people like TD Jakes, and all of a sudden, now they're putting so-called black scientists and black health experts to the front, right? All of a sudden, like they're just, they're these, where have they been all the previous vaccines that were developed and all the previous treatments, you know? But now when they want you to take it, then they start, oh well, and then there was a portion in there where Fauci was basically saying, whenever I talk to my African American brothers and sisters or colleagues, I always have to keep in mind their hesitancy, because of a history of. So it's almost like I gotta cater to their wimps, and their complaints, but at the same time trying to convince them why they should take this thing. But hold on, you these so-called religious leaders and these so-called black pastors that they put up there, when they start talking, they give you every reason why you shouldn't take this thing, but then they turn around and tell you to take it anyway. They tell you, yes, these are the same guys who, with the whole Tuskegee experiment, yeah, they left you out to die and all of that. Yes, they did, and I understand why you have hesitancy towards them, but go and take it anyway. So at what point do they explain to you why? Where's the reasoning? You're giving me proof, all right, not to take it, but then you're telling me to take it. It doesn't make sense. Now, this is the book of Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 1. It says, "And the word of the Lord came on to me, saying," and ultimately, that's why people that are not covered by the spirit and the hedge of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai are going to get caught up, because you have a lot of people, especially Israelites, that can't think for themselves. They don't stop and question and hold up. But why should I? They don't, nope. If TD Jake said it, then that means it's good as gold, So it says, verse 2, "Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel." Okay. And of course, those are not actual literal shepherds, but that's the leaders, okay? Because a shepherd leads, and a shepherd is supposed to lead and protect and provide for the sheep, all right, his flock, okay? So these so-called leaders, all right, especially these false pastors who Israel likes to flock to so much, all right, we're supposed to prophesy and say unto them, "Thus saith the Lord, power unto the shepherds. Woe be to the shepherds that of Israel that feed themselves. Should not the shepherd feed the flocks?" Right, because if you want to feed yourself, why'd you become a shepherd? Why don't you just go, you know what I'm saying? Find something else to do, But if you're a shepherd, the job description of a shepherd is to take care of the sheep, you know? You got your staff so that you can guide them where they should go. You lead them, you make sure they're safe as they go towards these different pastures to graze. But these so-called shepherds, which how do they feed themselves? By really selling you out, because Esau is willing to pay them, all right, to not teach you the truth or to mislead you. And so as long as they're getting money in their pockets and they're doing good and they're well off, your state or your welfare, that they could care less about that. They don't individually care about you, man. They don't sit down and think of you even as a whole. All right, because the Israel is broken up right now. All right, Israel is broken up, and as the brother put, Shalom to those watching, Yasharallah the chosen, Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err. All right, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So guess what? That's exactly what these people are doing. They're causing you to err, and you that are following them are going to be destroyed. The scriptures in the book of Second Ezra talks about the multitude. Let the multitude perish, which was born in vain. And a lot of you, all right, who are following them. But you know what? You have certain people that are not falling. All right, they're not falling for it. I was watching the elder Manat Zagba. He was doing a video on it, and he mentioned he was reading the comment section, right? And people were like, nah, how much did they pay this guy? You know, or oh no, this is really bad, or I'm disappointed, or this, that, and the third, because they saw right through it. They're like, yo, this guy's straight up taking the bag, you know. So Esau got his hands, all right, in the backs of these so-called leaders as puppets, you know. He got some Israelite leaders. He got some, and by Israelite I mean people who know they're Israelites in congregations, all right. He got some so-called Christian leaders, you know. Now they're saying, and one thing they mentioned that was key was, he said, TD Jakes said, oh, can we use churches? You know, why don't we use churches? Because some of these people live in communities where they don't have access to the vaccine. So why don't you bring it to the churches where they could go to their nearest church and get it there? All right. And then Fauci said, yeah, that's a good idea. But you know what else is, we can be mobile with it. So if you can't come get it, we could bring it to you, because your community is not, you know, you can't easily access it. And you know what that's opening the door for? That's opening the door for them to start coming to your houses. You know what I'm saying? Talk about Jehovah's Witness, but on on Esau's level. All right. And he got his medical team coming, this community coming, knocking door to door, this, that, and the third, you know. Hey, and it starts off with that. Oh yeah, we know, we're just going around. Have you been, you know, have you taken the thing? And then eventually they'll get a couple of people, then they'll get some more people, and then eventually, yo bro, calm down. And then eventually it becomes where they start going after people who don't have it. They come back okay, so we have this person, we have this, but we never, let's say they come to your floor, you live on like 6E. They're like, this building at 6E never lets us in, and they never let us come in there. So we know, take note, in this location 6E, they're hesitant. So now they know when you might be chilling in your house and boom, 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 they're here. You know, you're like, what the hell? How did they even know? Well, guess what? So they know exactly what they're doing. Okay, and that's why they're setting up these false leaders and false pastors, and that's what we're reading about here. And the Lord knew that. All right, the Lord ultimately set them up. So it says here, verse 3, ye eat the fat, all right, and ye clothe you with the wool, ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. They're not telling the Israelites that they're Israelites. All right, they're not nourishing them. They're not doing what it says in Ezekiel 37. Prophesying onto them that their bones may come bone to bone, all right, and flesh and sinews and breath. They're not doing that. If anything, as we're as we're prophesying and the bones are coming together, they're trying to rip it back apart. You know, they're trying to rip it back apart, put you back to sleep, because they don't make money if you wake up. They make money if you go to sleep, because that's what they're set up to do. All right, you're living on E's land, right? So that means that you pay taxes, you pay tribute, to Esau. So in order for you to own that building that's on Esau's land, because it's not really his land, but he's claimed it. So in order for you to pay or keep that building, he's going to come and see you. Especially depending on the kind of building it is, he's going to come see you like, yo, what's up? Knock, knock. What's going on? Who's there? You know, we see you got a little thing going on over here, and we wanted to just help ensure that, you know, you're successful in your, you know, in your endeavors. We wouldn't want any unfortunate mishaps to happen. You know, any legal mishaps. So why don't you do us a favor, and we'll talk to you for a bit. We'll let you know what you can and cannot do. We'll let you know what contracts you got to sign, and you can keep this thing going. And really, we can help you and make it better. You know, that's what they do. They come to you, and man, these guys ain't gonna say, whoa, nah, that's not right. You know, that's not right. I'm teaching my people who they are. Being a pastor in this society is a profession. It's for money. You know, okay, well, if I could open up a church, you know, teach them that good old sweet prosperity doctrine, teach them to trust in massa, I'm gonna get their money, and I'm gonna get the government, you know, supporting me. But you like that big old orange gorilla in I think it was Rise of the Planet of the Apes or Dawn of the something along those lines. Came out a couple years ago, and there was that big, I forgot his name, but he was like a sellout, straight up, working with the enemy, you know, selling out his own people. Big old orange gorilla, you know, big ass gorilla, you know, and his dumb ass, you know, at the end he found out that they're not for you, bro. They just see you as just another gorilla. But you know what? They see you as a dumber. Yeah, they see you as more stupid, because they're like, damn, this nigga real stupid. You gonna work with your enemy against your own people? You making it easy for us. I mean, thank you, but damn, you must be really retarded, because you think that we're gonna allow your gorilla ass in with us. No, it's not gonna happen. That's how they see you. So for you TD Jakes and all you other so-called leaders that they set up, what's that dude's name? Al Sharpton, whatever his name is. All right. That dude, man, he's just something. He's like a bobblehead, you know, like mad skinny, his big ass head, and he's everywhere, you know. But anyway, you people think that you got it easy. Number one, you made an enemy out the Most High, and number two, this devil you trust so much, he's gonna turn on your ass, you know. So let's keep going. It says, verse 4, the diseased have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick. And are our people not sick? Yes, they are sick. Okay. And we're going to prove that our people are sick. All right. Spiritually. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 1. And I will start at verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. And what's making it worse is you misleading them on top of that. All right. But their dumbasses, pursuant to Hosea 4 and 6, it says that they are destroyed for lack of knowledge. But what? They hated knowledge and they rejected it. You know? They're rejecting knowledge. So they're like giving themselves up, you know, to get deceived. So when they end up catching Bell's palsy, and they end up with spasms that they can't control, and they end up dropping dead, what you gonna do then? You know, you forget that certain actions you take, it's too late. You cannot undo it. All right, and then that you regret. The regret is gonna come, but I mean, at that point, it's too late. You know. So it says, and we're gonna keep reading verse 4. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are going away backward. And you reading about it, and you're like, damn, I'm really supposed to be reading about the chosen people of God, but it says a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, a sinful nation. I'm like, damn, where's the chosen? Where's the holiness at? You know, these are supposed to be the chosen people of God, but look at how they're being described, man. It says, verse 5, why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. All right. And that's the condition that our people are in. So these false prophets, what are they doing? As we're reading in verse 4, it says, the diseased have ye not strengthened. All right. Neither have ye healed that which was sick. And what did Yahushua say? He said, they that are whole have not need of a physician. So what are we doing? We're healing the sick. All right. We are little physicians under Yahushua, but we're healing with the word. So these guys are not doing that, though they claim, all right, to come in the spirit of the Lord. They come with a Bible, you know, they come and act as though, oh, God sent me and this, that, and the third, but they're not healing our people. They're not telling them the truth. The truth is what will set you free. The truth is what will heal you, all right, from these generational curses and wounds that our people are in, that our people are entrapped and ensnared in. But these false leaders aren't doing that. So that's why the scriptures warned us to what? To never trust your enemy. Never trust your enemy. It doesn't matter if he comes to you as your enemy, if he comes to you as your friend, if he comes to you in your time of need. Never trust your enemy. You're better off taking the chances with fate, taking the chances with the Most High, than trusting in your enemy. He's only going to come to you if he needs something. Okay? That's it. It says, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away. All right. Neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and cruelty have ye ruled them. And as the scriptures say, they scatter the flock. Okay. They're not gathering and bringing them together as we're doing with this word. They're scattering the flock. Okay. By telling you this means this, or this is that, or do this. And what is that doing? That's throwing this sheep over here. He's jumping after Jesus Christ. This guy's jumping after the Maxine. This guy's jumping over whatever he's jumping over, you know, and they're all scattered, going further and further away from the truth. All right. It says, verse 5, and they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. So what happened with us being scattered and being put in a low state? All these other nations took advantage of us. All right. And they constantly take advantage of us. Okay. And that's why we are in such a low state, because your so-called leaders don't care about you. But it's funny, you go after those leaders that don't care about you, but we who are actually sincerely trying to help you, you curse us out. You'll come against us. You know, you tell us that we're wicked and we're false prophets and we're misleading. But why are we wicked? You know, we're actually teaching you what the scriptures say. We're actually going into the scriptures, bringing it out and teaching you. But wait, we're wicked. But the person who never really opens the Bible, who's siding with the enemy, when do you see us siding with the enemy? When do you see us on commercials and promos with Esau side by side doing video conferences with him and promoting his agenda? When do you see that? You know? But TD Jakes is in bed with the enemy, but we're your enemy and he's your friend. How does that make sense? You see, Jake is not thinking with their head, you know? And eventually, as Esau brings his propaganda and tries to demonize us, you're going to have Israelites that are also going to fall for it, you know? And they'll trust the same demon. See, we were both in slavery together. If my back was getting whipped, your back was getting whipped too. And we know who was whipping both our backs. But yet you're willing to trust that same person over your own fellow brethren who's looking out for you. Okay? I forgot who said it and what they said. I think we were doing a video yesterday and one of the brothers mentioned it. He said, people, it was roughly along the lines of people will believe a lie over the truth if the lie is interesting enough. Okay. And that's what these devils they've studied Jake and they see where Jake likes to go. And so they know, okay, this is how we get him. You know, this is how we ensnare and entrap them. So it says, verse 6, my sheep wandered through all the mountains and upon every high hill. Yea, my flock was scattered upon the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them. Now it says they wondered, right? Okay, and what were they wondering for? Let's go to that. Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for. And when you're seeking for something, you're wondering. You're going about looking for something. Okay? And what what the sheep is looking for is this truth. Because what actual sheep look for is a nice, good pasture, green, green grass and so on and so forth, that they can go and they can eat it up. So they're wandering from location to location, mountain to mountain, and trying to find it. All right, but they've not obtained it. They haven't gotten it. And the shepherds are telling them, hey, come, directing them to come this way. But when you go this way, it's a slaughterhouse. There's nothing there for you. Okay, and we're literally pointing to the green pastures, telling them, look, it's this way you can come get some food, which is the truth, but only a few. All right, only the Lord's elect. Okay. So as it says in Romans 11 and 7, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So out of the whole flock, you got a few that would actually separate themselves from the multitude that's being led to their deaths, and they would come over and say, oh, yeah, let's go this way. It says, according as it is written, the Most High hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And that's spiritual, okay? Because everybody, there's some unfortunate people out there, but everybody for the most part has eyes that works and ears that hear, okay? But what is being said in this verse is they're not able to perceive. They're not able to see the truth. They're not able to understand. They can hear the words. Of course they can hear the words, but for them to understand what we're saying and it clicks and it makes sense, the Lord has blocked. The Lord has blocked their minds, all right, from being able to do that. And so that's why they're not able to receive it. And it says what? He has given them the spirit of slumber. Okay. Verse 9, and David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back always. Okay. And so the Lord, really, we get on these guys. All right. But ultimately, the Lord set them up. The Lord set them up, but it's still our job to probably see. It's like it's a movie, like how the Lord told Moses. He told him, look, go and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. But before you go, he's going to tell you, no, I'm not doing that, because I'm going to harden his heart. But you still got to go and tell him. He didn't tell Moses, well, since I'm going to harden his heart. Moses like, well, you telling me to go tell him, but you saying that he's not going to do it. So what's the point in? Nah, you got to play your part. So even though the Most High set up these false prophets and is allowing them to deceive certain Israelites, we still, even though we know is according to the will of the Lord, we still got to do what the will of the Lord is for us, which is to prophesy against them and warn the sheep. Okay, we still got to play our part. But see, very soon the warning is gonna stop. Very soon, we're not warning you, and then we're just gonna keep on warning you and warning you and warning you. We're warning you until the Most High says, all right, enough people have gotten it, and your job is done. After that, don't even try to even ask us any questions, man. All right, because we were doing it until the Lord said, was that the book of John? Okay, it says, I believe it's John 9:4. It says, I must work the works of him that sent me. See, and a part of the works of the Lord sending us, okay, was to come and was first for us to learn, and then wake up the elect. See, the Lord didn't send these guys. He didn't send them. They got up and the work, all right, that they're working is to feed themselves, is to fill their bellies. That's why they're not gonna care for you, man. The Lord sent us, and he sent us with an agenda, with a job. And that's exactly what we're doing. Okay? So it says, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. Okay? So the time is coming when the Lord is going to shut. That's when the famine of the word is going to hit. That's when the hour of temptation is going to be. All right? That's when all hell is going to be breaking loose. Okay? And at that point, you're not gonna see us on the street corners prophesying. No, 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 no. Hell to the no. All right, because there's gonna be danger on every corner. So the Lord is gonna have us somewhere safe because we've done our job. All right, but that's when you're gonna seek, man. That's when you're gonna be looking. And guess what? TD Jakes ain't gonna tell you what solution is he gonna give you. What are you gonna do when you listen to this guy and you take it and something happens to you? Because there is a possibility that, okay, they said this is an mRNA thing, right? So they got, let's say they, because they've been saying with the hydrogel and all that, they got nanoparticles inside it, right? Nanoparticles that going into technology, you do realize that they can have these things dormant inside your body. And then once enough people receive it, they can trigger something in it. And the next thing you know, people just start bugging out, your vitals start going crazy, or some way, somehow it connects with the 5G towers or something. And, you start tripping, so it's easy money for them to just say, well, put it in them, but just don't set it off. Don't activate it. Don't do anything with it yet. So that you can die down those conspiracies or theories that there's something wrong with it. Okay. And there can still be something wrong with it. It's like if somebody gave you poison, but this is like a poison that's set to work maybe 48 hours after you've taken it, and before you took it, you were so skeptical of them. They're like, no, it's not poison. You're like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's going to kill me right when I take it. And so they pass it to somebody, and then the person takes it. And now they know it's going to take 48 hours, but you and the person don't know. So the person takes it, and then, an hour later, the person is fine. 10 hours later, he's still fine. So now he tricked your ass. You thinking, oh, okay, I guess I was tripping. It wasn't poison after all. Let me go take it too. 48 hours later, the person is dead. And now you 24 hours in, and you like, oh shit, you already know your fate because you saw what happened to the next individual. So Esau is very cunning and slick, man. And there's a reason why he's pushing so hard. It does not make sense. It makes absolutely no sense in the world how fast you came up with this thing. And number two, why are you so concerned about us? I mean, damn, you going out your way for us, bro. Like, since when? The scriptures say that you have a perpetual hatred. Perpetual, everlasting, continual. Generation through generation through generation. You've had a hatred for us. I mean, my goodness. You came to the western coast of Africa for us. You came all the way there to come get our asses. You came all the way here to the Americas and enslaved people who treated you good. And then you brought us in here, put us in slavery, had us whipped our backs. I mean, we weren't even considered human. We were less than property. All right. You the same person who did that. I mean, you crossed a river, you crossed an ocean just so you can come and do harm to us. And now all of a sudden you just care about us so much. Yeah, I understand that, the Tuskegee Project was bad, but that's just something we have to live with. Okay, what the hell is that about? That's just something we have to live with? You know what I'm saying? You weren't the one going through the shit. I mean, they ain't whip your back. They ain't make money off of you. What's up with that? Jake got to sit back and think, wait, time out. Any opportunity you get, you willing to screw me over. Look at the neighborhood you live in. Right? Look at the neighborhood you live in compared to the neighborhoods they live in. Look at the cars you drive, which you probably ain't even buy it. You got to pay it off. You got to lease it, compared to what they drive. Is there a Whole Foods right around the corner from you? I'm pretty sure there's not. All right. I'm pretty sure there's, all the garbage on the streets that you see when you go to their neighborhoods is not like that. So why would they turn around all of a sudden and boom, our focus is on you. You are the ones we care about so much. We want everything. We want to do everything in our power to take care of you. We just love you so much. Oh my gosh, we love you so much. We love you so much. We had to whip your backs in slavery. We didn't want to, but out of love, out of just unconditional love, I just had to whip your back. I had to put my feet on your babies. I had to rape your wives, and I had to kill you in front of your wives. I had to rape your men. It was just all love. I mean, the love is just unimaginable. So much that now there's a deadly virus out, and I mean, it's killing so many people. And I'm so scared for my life that I want to save yours first. Would you look at that? Yeah, you people, man. If you actually fall for that and you go and and you trust this devil and you go and take his potion, man, you deserve what's gonna happen to you, man. As the scriptures say, who shall pity a charmer? You deserve it. You put yourself in that position. Okay? Now let me go here real quick. You know, I saw brothers putting some comments on here. You know, nice precepts. That's it. Yasharal the chosen, 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, and we not. And that's why they coming after us so hard, because if we're not ignorant of your devices, we're gonna expose you, so that other people cannot be ignorant of your devices. And you know they can't have that. No, they can't. Because we're gonna put them in remembrance of who you truly are. We've spotted you out. You that fugitive and that vagabond with that hat, you know, the long ass trench coat, and you trying to, and we're like, oh shit, that's him. That's the murderer right there. You know? And he's like, oh, no, we can't do that now. All right. It says, your true living water. Khan, I just saw an article titled Microsoft granted patent reanimate dead people as 3D chatbot. Well, now who sits down and like thinks to do things like this? You know, I want to reanimate dead people as a chatbot. Why? You got all this money in the world. What do you? I mean, I can't even understand it. Like, bro, do something with your life. Go. You know what I'm saying? Go on an island somewhere. Go get a woman. Go build a house. I don't know. Do something fun with your life. Enjoy. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you like, what's up, man? Why is your MO just, you just want to destroy everything? You know what I'm saying? You just sit there and just, I'm having too much, you know, life is just too sweet. I gotta destroy something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, yeah, exactly. GMS Spiritual Temple too. Even if they get an island, they'll do what Epstein did. Exactly. I mean, the devil is just so sick in the head, bro. You're so sick. Like Esau, you have a problem. You have a serious mental problem, man. Bro, just chill out. Just chill out. You could give Jake $500,000 and you won't hear from, I mean, the dude will disappear. You know what I'm saying? If he's smart enough, he'll lay low, disappear, and just chill, bro. I just want to chill. But nah, Esau, I want to blow up the moon. Let's blow up the moon. What do you think about that? For what? You know what I'm saying? Let's make another sun. You know? Let's blow up this population over there. Let's just blow it up. We have so much oil that we don't even, I mean, we have enough upon enough, but just because they have some, let's go take some of theirs and kill their children and rape their wives and then blow them up. And then let's say that they attacked us first. Bro, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? And then you got niggas who see this, they see his track record, and they're like, yo, let's trust this guy. You know, here it is, our resume. The Lord appointed us. We know the scriptures. We're teaching you. We're trying to help you gain salvation so that you don't get destroyed. So you can gain immortal life. So you can live and enjoy a paradise. Jake gonna look at it. Okay. Then they're gonna turn. Esau, murderer, put you in slavery, wants to kill you, is planning to kill you. As you're reading this, he got a gun to your head. This devil has nothing in mind but to kill you. Oh shit, I think he's trustworthy. Let's go with him. That's Jake. That's Jake all the way. And sometimes you try to understand it, and you just sit back and you look and you're like, damn, you niggas would kill me. You would kill me to protect the devil that's trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying? If I came there and I told you, yeah, nah, you can't trust this guy, man. Y'all would ridicule you. I mean, Jake would go overboard. Let's go into this. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So the scriptures say, love worketh no ill towards his neighbor, right? So we know you don't love us because you've constantly been working ill to. I mean, you still spray chemtrails in the air. You want to save our lives, but you still spray chemtrails in the air. You still poison our water. You still mislead our people in the education system. You're constantly trying to kill us. So as you're stabbing me in the back, you're offering me a glass of water, like, here you go, quench your thirst. But you're stabbing me in the back and I'm bleeding out. That's what they're doing. It says, verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. You know, and the scriptures say they hide sin under. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's in Job. They hide it under their tongue. All right, something along those lines. Hey, these devils are professionals, man. Professional liars, professional manipulators, professional thieves. You know, they do this for a living. Let me see. I think it's Job 19. If I can't find it, I'll just quote it, you know, but I really did think, there it is, there we go. Job 20, and starting at 11, it says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. So from birth to death, the scriptures say in Psalms, the wicked go off astray soon as they be born. All right. And when you look into that word, it means they go off, they sin. They're created that way. All right. It says, verse 12, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth. All right. You see how this word, the scriptures say the word was sweet as honey, you know, in my mouth, and then you digest it and it becomes bitter. No. For them, it's the opposite. Wickedness is sweet in their mouth. It tastes so good to plan and to deceive and to spew out wickedness. All right. It says, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. Okay. You know, like you might be chewing gum in class. Teacher's like, yo, spit out your gum, and you go and you put, and then you hiding it under your tongue. You know, you're hiding it under your tongue, and then they like open your mouth, and then, you know, you hit it. But just because you hit it under your tongue doesn't mean that the gum is not there. It's still there. It's just hidden. And then at a particular point in time, you're going to bring it back out and keep chewing it. So that's how this devil operates. He's going, when you are onto him, he's going to hide it. But at a particular time, he's going to bring it back up and continue. Okay. Let's see. It says, though he spare it and forsake it not, you know, so he's going to hide it, but he ain't going to spit it out. It says, but keep it still within his mouth. That's how these devils operate, man. They were literally genetically created and designed to be that way. There is no change in the devil. Esau ain't gonna repent. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get him to become righteous. He's not gonna change. He's been your enemy from creation. He's been our enemy from the womb. All right. He's our natural born enemy. Okay. So you don't trust the enemy, as it says here, going back to Ecclesiasticus, man. All right. It says, verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. But you got to actually be looking. You can't be blinded, man. All right. Because one thing is, people only see what they want to see. And that's straight up. They only see what they want to see. There's people who see when they're shown. People who they just don't see shit at all. You know, there's certain people they may not. You'd be like, yo, you know, like when you they put those memes up, and it's a picture or it's an image hidden within an image, and then you tell somebody, yo, you see that horse, and they're like, nah, I just see a fish, you know, and then you like, nah, just look closely at the eyes, and then as they're looking, they're like, oh, I see the horse, so that they saw when you showed it to them. For others, you could flip the picture this way. You could bring it right to their face. You could you'd be like, yo, look, literally, you could draw the outline on it. They just going, nope, don't see it, you know, because once again, Romans 11:7, they've been blinded, you know, and that's a very scary but powerful thing at the same time. You know, that I could speak to two individuals. I can say literally the same exact thing, the same exact way. They're both hearing the same exact thing. But one of them understands it and the other just completely does not get it at all. It's crazy, man, how the Lord, and that's like a spiritual block that the Lord has put on this individual. That's scary, man. That's scary. That means from the foundation of the world, the Lord was like, nah, nigga, you ain't one of mine. you know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, I don't want him. Block him. You know what I'm saying? In the last days, they ain't gonna get it. The Lord loves all of us, But damn, that's like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Lord rejected you from the foundation of the earth. Now, of course, we're all going to be righteous, but I'm saying in terms of the elect and the rest of the nation, you know, he was like, nope, I only want these, blind everybody else. Man, that's man, and that shows you why you got to be all the more grateful if you're able to even understand the words in these scriptures and you're able to believe, all right, upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because he chose you to do so. He allowed you to believe on him. All right. So it's not to be taken lightly, man. If you've been granted an opportunity that billions, all right, missed out on, shit, you better take it. You better not take it lightly. All right. So it says, and that's why it says make full proof of that ministry. You know, take what the Lord gave you, appreciate that he gave you the opportunity, and work with it. So it says, verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. And that's what's gonna happen to these people. They're gonna remember the words we're speaking through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and they're gonna be pricked. All right, they're gonna be cut and they're gonna be hurt, because they're gonna be like, damn, you know, they're gonna be sitting there all hurt and this just reflecting on life, like, damn, hey, that happened, I think, like 2 weeks, like 2 weeks ago at camp. There was this individual that came up, and he came up on some, you know, Jake come different spirits, but he came up and he was like, yo, you know, you guys, and he's speaking so fast. You guys saying the white man's bad, but the white man gave me a job. You know, the white man, he saw I was in need and he gave me a job. You know, so what do you mean? What do you mean? Explain that. You know, and the brother's like, oh, calm down, hold up. And so we brought out the scripture and we explained. I believe we brought out the same scripture here. And he's like, oh shit, you know, now that you mention it, oh, that makes sense. Yo, shit, damn, how could I have been such a fool, man? Oh my God, I'm such a fool. That's literally how he said it. And he was like realizing, because you know, it's like he's like, yeah, that's the one. He was mad at Ephraim. Yep, that's the one that came up. And it's like when you watch the detective movie, and at the end when the detective, or even like a serial killer movie, when the victim pieces two and two together, and they find out, they start remembering things. Maybe they suspected somebody, but they let it slide. And then they finally, you know, maybe the person reveals it to them. Like, yeah, bitch, I'm the serial killer. I killed your mother. You know, then you're like, oh, then in that short span of they start remembering. I saw this guy coming out. He was the janitor in my building. He was a super at the school. I mean, he was a super in my building and the janitor at the school. He was the one that I walked past and I glanced in the side, you know what I mean, in the front car. He was watching. That's why he was there. Randomly, I bumped into him in Mexico. What was he doing there? Random, you know, then they start piecing two and two together. I never picked up on this. Oh, that's why. That's who. And then they like, oh, damn, I missed out on all the clues. See, that's what we're doing. So when these people, when Esau brings out, you know, when the dragon starts to breathe fire, they're going to be pricked. And they're going to regret, because they're going to now piece two and two together. Boom, boom, boom. This is what they were telling us. This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. Then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. That's when they're going, oh, that's why. This is what they said. This is that. But that's why we gave you a forewarning. We're not going to warn you in retrospect. We're not going to wait till it happens and tell you, hey, look, you shouldn't have done it. Then there's no use. We tell you before. So you have no excuse. All right. So it says, verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or such as come nigh wild beasts? Look, you know, because you got them people that they'll have the little basket thing, and they'll start playing the you know, and then the snake comes out, you know, and then they start looking at them, you know what I'm saying? Then they, you know, they moving with it and stuff like that. If the Lord put the spirit on the snake to just snap and lunge at your ass, and now he bites your lips or something, I mean, who's gonna pity you? Because the first, look, man, let's say you came home. You came home, or maybe you're in the emergency room and your mother comes there and she like, what happened? And you're like, a snake bit me in the mouth. The first question is gonna be, how the hell you freaking live in the Bronx. Where the hell you gonna see a snake? You know what I'm saying? How the hell What were you possibly doing for a snake to bite you in the mouth of all places? You see, so that's the first question. Like, what were you doing with a snake? You know what I'm saying? That bit you in the mouth. Then you find out, oh, well, I was doing the flute shit, and then it came out and it bit me in the mouth. Number one, they gonna be like, I came out here worried and shit, but it's kind of really your fault, because what business do you have? What's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose? And like it says, the second part, or such as come nigh wild beasts. Yo, man, I used to, when you watch like Animal Planet, sometimes they have those, I don't know if they still have it, but they used to have the show called Untamed and Uncut. And they would show like wild animal attacks, when like animals go rogue and they attack either like the person that's like playing a trick, or somebody at the zoo, or something like that, right? Because you have, like, for example, alligator, right? Or crocodile. And you have these people that like to play tricks. They go and then they tap the snout, and then they'll put their head inside the jaws, and then they'll play around, and they'll put their hand in and snap back. And I'm watching it like, all right, and then the dude puts his head in there, and then the just whoop, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, it just grabs onto his head, and now he's like, oh shit, they're trying to get it off, but you know how strong them jaws are? That freaking jaw could snap through a turtle shell, So here it is. They got a grasp of your head. They grab it onto your joint, and what they do is, when they latch on, they turn, so they can snap off. If it's your arm and they're turning, they're trying to, their grip is strong, and they're trying to turn and twist and pull that joint off. Okay, I'm watching it, and I'm like, I'm not even feeling bad. I'm like, I mean, bro, you put your head inside an alligator's mouth. What did you expect? The alligator go, a hungry ass alligator. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I've been starving for 3 days, and you make some fine ass chicken and you just put it inside my mouth. I'm supposed to stand there like this? I'm biting the shit out of it. So the alligator bites you. Who's gonna pity you? You come in. You know the nature of a wild beast. That's like, you hear a story. Oh, some dude got attacked by his pet lion inside his apartment. Why do you have a pet lion inside your apartment? It's a wild beast. You know what wild beasts do. Nah, I thought I could tame him. I call him Billy, and Billy's been my friend since day one. Well, Billy just bit your ass. He just killed your ass. So that's likening that back to the situation. If you know what this man's agenda is, and like certain things don't add up, what his track record is, when you go, there's certain people who went and took the potion, and they had certain effects. I mean, you did it, right? And they'll admit, they'll say, look, before I went through this, I wasn't a conspiracy theorist. I was against them. I was like, nah, you guys are crazy. You guys are bugging out. You guys are just mad. You guys are just haters. But now I'm going through it, and I'm like, damn, don't take it. But why should we pity you? We warned you. And you, not only did you not take heed, you came at us. You know what I'm saying? You turned around and you tried to come for us. After we try to warn you, but you said, nope, I'm still going to take it. Your dumbass has seen people who have gotten Bell's palsy from taking it. You've seen people drop dead from taking it. You've seen people who, the uncontrollable shakes from taking it. So the consequence, but you still went and took it. So now if you get one of those three, or even something else that we've never heard of before, why should we pity you? Oh, I'm suffering. Well, you put yourself in a position, and there's nothing we could do for you. Oh, pray for me. Okay. All right. So this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, continuing verse 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Look, man, one thing we always emphasize is having common sense. And when you're in this truth, you got to have spiritual common sense. You have to be able to make decisions for yourself, but you have to be able to just think, does this make sense? What I'm about to do? Don't just, Jake is very impulsive. Jake likes to just act, and then when something goes wrong, then they think. They act and then they think. No, you think and then you act, because every action has a reaction. Every action has a consequence. So that's why you think, and then, okay, what I'm about to do, what consequences are there? Weighing it, is this something that I should do? Does it make sense? Or should I not? Because here it is, you're going to have somebody go commit adultery, and then they'll come and say, well, it was an accident. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what can, hold on. Adultery is not a 2-second process. Adultery doesn't just happen in 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Adultery, you're very conscious and aware of what's going on. You are listen, man, let me tell you something. If you number one, if you know the woman got a man, that's already strike one. Strike two, now y'all get comfortable around each other, but you know she got a man. Strike two, even if you end up in her crib, you got clothes on. You don't go to her house naked. You got clothes on. She has clothes on. That means you were conscious enough for her to get undressed and for you to get undressed. If it's cold, you got a jacket, you got a hoodie, you got a shirt, probably got, an undershirt, you got your pants, you got your shoes, sock. So, you telling me throughout the whole process of taking everything off and then approaching her and then committing the act and then you know what I'm saying? That's a whole process. So you can't commit adultery by accident. Oh, I'm sorry. It was an accident. I slipped up. So you slipped up from, let's say you met the chick at work. So you were in your house. She's in her house. Y'all meet at work. You find out she has a man. From that point on until you pumping deep strokes into her, into in her husband's bed, that was an accident. That shit takes, I don't even know how long it takes, but you got to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? When you first meet a chick and she got and even if she doesn't have a man, she doesn't know you. She ain't just going, hey, I see you fine. In 2 seconds, we committed adultery. No. She gonna have to get to know you, get comfortable around you, probably like you, and then, fill you out. And then she got a plan. You got a plan with her, Oh, well, she got a man. Okay, that means if they live together, that means he might be home at this time. Nigga, you planning all that shit. You gonna turn around and talk about how it was by accident. Yo, man. So like it says here, so is one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins. If you know that your friends like to smoke a lot and you are very weak under pressure, don't go around them. Because you know what they're gonna do is they're gonna pass it right to your lips and say, yo, bro, come on. And you're going to say no, but they're not going to stop. They're going to keep on pressuring you. And you know you're weak under pressure. So why are you in that environment? And next thing you know, you crack and then boom, you're going off. Who's going to pity you? Brother, what were you doing there? Oh, did you know? Yeah, I knew. You know that's what they're about, right? Yeah. So why were you there? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Brother, you knew she had a man? Yeah, brother, I knew she had a man. So why didn't you the second you find out she got a man, why don't you just go do your own thing? I know, brother, you right. I totally should have done that, but but what? You know what I'm saying? But what's your excuse? What's your excuse? Jake's is just way too simple, man. And you know what it comes down to is having self-discipline. You gotta have discipline, man. You have to be able to control. And like Paul said, bring your members, under subjection, man. You have to control yourself because it's not about it was an accident or I don't know. It's the fact that your conscience, your spirit is telling you don't do it, but you're letting your desire and your curiosity of what it will be like and your flesh drive you to do it. And you end up telling yourself, you end up telling your spirit, nah, stop trying to tell me, stop trying to convince me not to. Because you're going with the flesh. And you don't think about consequences then until afterwards. Then, oh shit. Damn, I'm told. You see, then everything comes down on, but she was bad, bro. Yo, I was talking to my brother and he was telling me about one of his coworkers. And this shit is just crazy. He said the coworker was talking about some married woman he's trying to go meet after. And, and my brother was like, yo, bro, why don't you just get a regular chick, bro? There's mad single chicks out here. Just go get a single chick and just deal with her. He's like, nah. I like dealing with married women. Like it's not like, oh, she's just, no. I go after married women. Like that's my thing. I'm like, what? Like what? I only have sex if she's a married woman. What? Like how? Like you think about the shit. Me personally, man, like the brother said, gross. Me personally, man, is like I don't like you know what I'm saying? I mean, we in Babylon, so shit is all messed up, but I don't like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no sloppy seconds. I don't want no leftovers and shit. You know, the thought of somebody else dealing with that and then you dealing with that, it troubles me. It troubles me a lot. And that's just personally me, but it's just very troubling. You know, that's as if you got a nice meal and this person mixes it up. Maybe you don't like to mix your stew and your rice. You don't like to mix the whole thing up. Maybe you like to take a little portion of here and here, but he doesn't mix the whole thing up. He takes it, puts it in his mouth, and his saliva all up on the spoon, and he digs it back in there and eats, and then leaves half of it, and then brings it to you, and then you take it, and then you start eating it. You know, it's something like that. You know, it's like, damn, I ain't even hungry no more. Type shit. But you got people on some, nah. You know, that's just my knack. You know, I just like that. You know, and I'm like, and that's why the Most High is going to destroy you. And you're going to have a lot of time to think about how much you like that when you're burning in those thermonuclear missiles. You know, when your skin is melting off of you, you can think about Dorothy and her man and Alicia and her side nigga and all that extra stuff. You can think about that when you getting burnt up. And then you can weigh the consequences and see, okay, all right, does the pain I'm feeling now triumph the pleasure I felt then? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, I don't I don't know about you, but that's a very simple thing. You know, so for you to let that get in the way of your salvation, I mean, that's why it says he that committeth adultery lacketh understanding. Okay, but now I'm not, you know what I'm saying, don't get simple. I'm not saying that because of that you don't go deal with a chick just because she's not a virgin. We in Babylon, you know. I mean, bro, you know what I'm saying, you do the best you can, but actively knowing that she's with somebody at the moment, if you know that and you still go and do some shit, I mean, hey, that at that point, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You done messed up. Okay. Let's see what brothers had on here. Yep, that's right. Yashua the Chosen. I remember watching about an Edomite dude that got stung by a stingray and died. Wait, you know, and you go, yo, man, I saw a video of some dude, he took a jellyfish. I think he took a jellyfish and he put it on his chest or his face or something. What does a jellyfish do? But you know that, but you pick it up and you put it on your face, and then maybe it kills you, and then you wonder why you died. Well, Lord, I know I'm in the spirit world right now, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Why he had to... Anyway, your true living water, Proverbs 30:20, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. And that's exactly what they do, you know? So that's what's going to happen to you people. Now, I'm giving these examples to show you how stupid you're going to sound when you try to make excuses or you know, you do this thing and then you come back afterwards. That's how stupid you're going to sound. So when you go and you take that potion and you come back afterwards, you're going to sound real stupid if you come back afterwards. And it's the same thing. If you take that chip, I mean, at that point, just I don't even know what to tell you, man. Just go, I don't know, just go wait for your destruction, you know? And you can see how they're setting it up. They're setting it up, all right? It's the same process, but they're establishing they have vaccination hubs. It's going to turn into chipping stations. If they can vaccinate you at church, they're going to chip you at church. You know, if you need a potion or a jab to go to work, then you're going to need a chip to go to work. You know, it's very simple. It's very simple, and it's only a matter of time. Once they fully establish the norm of restrictions and the norm of having to show proof, and you know, the norm of the potion being in your day-to-day life, they're going to introduce that chip, and it's going to be just like another number, you know, another number, just another drop to the bucket. That's it. All right. And they're going to, because they're already conditioning right now. They're conditioning the world to live under standards, okay, of something that's like the chip, but it's not. So when the chip comes in, it's not foreign to you. You know, you're used to living in standards like that. I know I have to show my health records to get here, or I got to do this to get here. You got to scan. I mean, when you go to the gym or you go somewhere, they check your temperature. You know, they're scanning your body, checking it to see if you're okay, So I mean, it's called gradualism, slowly but surely, slowly but surely, slowly but surely. And if they're gonna get these religious leaders for the vaccine, they're gonna get them for the chip, straight up, easy money. Okay, easy money, man. And you're gonna remember that we told you these things. You're gonna remember. You're gonna be like, yo, they that's exactly what they said they were gonna do, and that's exactly what they're doing, because it's prophecy, man, and prophecy does not lie. All right. So I'm actually gonna stop it off here, and to close it out, okay, we can go to the book of Habakkuk, and you already know where I'm going. Let's get Habakkuk. Give me 1 second while I get this real quick. Habakkuk chapter 2. If it'll, oh, there we go. This is the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, verse verse 3, straight to the point. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." And we are living literally in the days, all right, of all these visions being fulfilled, one after the other. And once that chip comes, we just know that literally the next stop is Yahushua's return, because World War III and Yahushua's return is happening, you know, because he's going to come in the midst. So just know, once the chip is instituted, the next prophecy we're looking forward to is Yahushua's return. That's straight up. Okay. So that's how close we are, man. We're so close. We just need them to make that chip a thing. Just bring it out and we out of here, man. Okay. And you just got to resist for however long it is. Just resist. But really, it starts right now. Don't take the potion. Don't listen to these, you know what I'm saying? Brothers already, you know what I mean? Those that watch us, you already know better. Okay. Don't take it. Don't take the potion. It doesn't matter what restrictions come with it. If you able to withstand that, then at least you get a taste of what it'll be like when the chip comes. All right. So don't take none of that stuff, man. Just stay in prayer. Pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. And we're gonna be all right. Okay. See if brothers had anything on here. Yep. Line Sams or Lynn Sams, they keep saying this is the tip of the spear. Yep. Because but see, Esau knows exactly what he's gonna do. All right. He knows how he wants to plan it out. But guess what? This ain't Esau's show. This is the Most High show. This is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua's show. This is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua's chip. You know? So whoever the Lord wants to give the chip to is who's gonna take the chip. And whoever the Lord doesn't want to take the chip, they ain't gonna take it. So Esau ain't shit. You know what Esau is? Esau is like the shoebox. You know what I'm saying? He's like the shoebox, and the prophecies are the shoes in the box. So you're just a shoebox that the Most High is just covering the prophecies with. And he's just gonna present the prophecies inside you. But you ain't gonna do shit. He's the one controlling everything. You know? So we're not scared of you, man. You just a damn demon who's gonna be destroyed, man. And when that time comes, man, all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Hey, if you know this truth now, with how close we are, all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Be grateful, because the time of rejoicing, the time of joy, the time of glory, the time of miracles, the time of the Lord showing his hand is at hand. You know, the Lord's about to work, and he's going to work with his men. He's going to work with his elect, man. So while everybody's suffering, we're going to be witnessing the glory and the deliverance and the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We're going to be reaping the fruits, all right, of our benefits, you know, of our labors, okay? It is time when we going to get a reward. So TD Jakes, Fauci, Biden, all these people, man, they let them do what they're going to do. It's only going to lead to our reward. So the sooner you come, the sooner you get checkmated, and the sooner we get the kingdom. Because the second Yahushua comes back, that is it. That's it. That's it. No more. Look, man, ain't no more nothing, man. I'm not waking up doing another video. No. After that, Yahushua is here. That's it. That's it. You know, straight up. We you know what I'm saying? We moving on to bigger and better things, man. All right. So be excited, be in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And just, hey, let them do what they're going to do. Because we know that our power is with us, man. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahushai, B'Hashem, Rachak Wadash. Lord willing, you were edified. And in closing, Shalom.